word movie Purgatory.
Oh yeah,
Vampire Purgatory.
Did I say the movie Purgatory in the beginning?
Movie Purgatory. A little Freudian slip there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. There's our turd show. Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Purgatory. I'm T, this is Jay. Happy Halloween. Today we're gonna do The Last Sect. I found this movie at a pre-played for a couple of dollars. I bought it because David Carradine is on the front cover with these two sexy vampires. Well, he's kind of looking a little bit grumpy. He might have to fight these vampires.
And he's like, oh shit, not this again.
The best tagline is the online dating just got deadly. Latest date I see on here is 2006.
Just starting kind of where online dating was really commonplace.
Yes. It might be really funny to see like technology in 2006 with the online dating.
Well, and especially technology from vampires.
Right.
Like,
well,
what kind of website do vampires build?
Yeah, and online dating meant something different in 2006. Oh, you met someone on the internet? Like, what are you, crazy?
You're gonna be murdered.
Right. It's funny of their quotes. They use like, we kidnap an innocent girl.
Well, she has to be innocent, but not that
super innocent.
Willing.
Which,
that seems a little problematic.
Yeah.
Like, she was, quote, willing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I'm very excited. So yeah, let's dive right in.
This is The Last Sect. David Carradine, vampires,
And dating.
and the internet.
Say nothing and you speak like.
Who schedules an interview for the middle of the night anyway?
It's for Artemis, remember? The dating service. Do you read any of the emails I send you?
Like I've said, you want me to open an email, I gotta at least have the prospect of seeing boobs. Minimum.
Sam, let's go.
Ow.
Are you deaf?
Just hold on, I want to show you something.
His name's Chris Angel. He's pretty sweet.
Whole Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
Gone. It's the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
It's the vampire web.
The what?
It's the vampire web. Just watch, look, it gets better.
Oh God, I hope so.
Oh my god. That is so fake.
The site from where these images originate is owned by the same entity that owns Artemis. Artemis and the vampire web originate through the same server.
I guess we're not wasting any time getting into the plot.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just really bored by this so far.
Look at them. Venice, vampire sluts, what's not to like?
Hey, easy there. That's not very nice.
Judge. They're hungry.
Kink shaming here.
Nice one.
I feel like the movie started and hasn't started at the same time.
Is David Carradine in black and white?
Yeah, what is this? It's like this weird filters on this movie. Can vampires get tattoos?
That's a good question.
I guess this is it.
Good evening. How may I help you?
The future.
You're in the future.
We're from the magazine.
Of course.
What is Artemis? It's a dating service, Professor. A very special one.
What does it do?
A dating service.
I'm not following you.
He's really explaining online dating to David Carradine.
Is this gonna be the whole movie where they just sit here and they, he has to go as far back. So electricity,
It flows through these cables.
right?
There's ones and zeros.
Yeah.
Until like an hour and 29 minutes in, and then he finally gets it and he saves the day. I'm as confused as you, man.
Yeah. Stop. God. What? Is he doing just like the funky chicken? Is that all he knows?
What? What? Are you still talking?
Anna's ready. You may come in now.
Pleasure to meet you, Sydney.
Now tell me, how did you come into contact with this group?
Has the movie started yet?
I don't know how to describe it. It's like
They got right to the point with the plot. Like, there's vampires, there's an online dating service, and then I feel like for the last 10 minutes we've been having the same conversation.
Right. I feel like we kind of already know the movie though, so now it just feels like it's moving so slow.
Thank you for your time. I'll let you know when the piece is finished. It was a pleasure meeting you, Sydney.
Oh, hi. You don't want me to know about your vampire secrets.
You just hate this, don't you? What you're doing is dumb. Nobody cares. Your future holds a lot of wine.
I think that guy got stabbed maybe too many times. They all left their swords in them too.
Just the stabby deck.
Right.
I am pleased to tell you that we have indeed found a suitable candidate.
So far, this is just a movie about a bunch of winos.
Just left. Freaked out about what? Look, all I know is we did it 4 or 5 times.
Ooh, back to back. The cameraman's on a seesaw.
Here we go.
Coming back to you.
And then she got like calm, and she turned as white
Feel
as
like
a
I'm at the
sheet.
fair. Oh, here we go again.
Oh my god. Ready?
And
Ready? Ready?
then she turned I have never heard of that before.
Are people just kind of just waiting around? Is that what this movie's about?
I feel like that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like something's gonna happen in this
At
movie,
some
right?
point.
Oh, is in the sun god?
Don't waste your time with that.
You'd be surprised.
That's a fad.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is
look
a
at that.
chunky laptop.
Your nickname, Writer Babe. Yes.
Writer Babe is logging on. Also, you called yourself Writer Babe? What are you, in high school?
Okay. I am a woman looking for a man.
Hesitation with the man.
Maybe.
Vampires must regenerate themselves. Excessium quiescent.
I didn't know this movie was gonna be David Carradine reading a book for an hour and a half to us.
Or asking what the internet is.
Tell me more about this internet.
Oh, good. A music to describe how I'm feeling about this movie.
Wah, wah, wah.
Finally, a soundtrack that fits my mood.
Was, let's see.
Watch as we watch him unfold his glasses.
And fumble for information. This is kind of like The Ring. Except I want to jump in the well.
How did you know that when someone begins to register as you did? How are you saving? It's just that you never know. Do you? I'll make you that way.
This is so fucking boring. Oh man.
Yes. Don't hesitate. And do it quickly. Lega per me. Lega per
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
That was a great look.
I don't know where to start. How about the beginning? Vampires leave. Okay, let me get this straight.
A very full glass of wine. I've done it. I've made the tiniest bottle.
It's a tough one.
You're drinking a wine with a straw.
When you can't be bothered to tip up the glass.
Yeah, I think you're done drinking for tonight. That's one handsy painting.
A lot of squeezing going on.
Yeah.
It's the lady of the house.
How's anyone supposed to get to you if you just sit still?
Where did he poke her?
I don't know. That was kind of cool. Even if I don't know what happened exactly.
I mean, something happened.
Hold on. Sam is a degenerate sociopath. No, not every guy you sleep with is a sociopath, Jess.
She even got 2 straws?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Good night. Call me, okay? If you need anything.
Hey, at least get into some pajamas. Take your watch off. What is happening?
How many days have you been wearing those clothes?
Take your makeup off. Brush your teeth. God, dude. I have a bedtime routine.
Yeah.
Do screensavers exist anymore?
I don't have that screensaver.
I have that screensaver.
Really?
Yeah. Well, mine goes.
Is it Windows Vista?
Yeah. This movie should have been called Wine, the movie.
It's just a really long
There's a
advertisement.
lot of focus on wine in this movie. Who's that guy?
I come from. Those are not sounds you want to hear.
It's all squelchy. That was better. That was pretty nice.
You will stay here.
No, I'm sticking with that guy. Fuck that. This kind of dopes him.
They don't really pose much of a threat, do they?
Everything. Once you join us, you'll see this isn't a heaven you have to suffer 80 years to enter.
Wow. That was a good way to cover up a whole bunch of nothing.
Of inaction.
Yep.
I was kind of excited, like, oh, David Carradine's actually going to do something.
Nope. I could like legitimately watch like a movie more about him.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty interesting.
Ooh. Well, it's the end of that.
Oh.
Like you're like, this guy's pretty cool.
And dead.
Sydney.
This is kind of friends-like, because she reminds me of Courtney Cox.
And she reminds me of
like
Phoebe. Yeah.
Worthless trinket.
And then the movie starts again.
It just keeps going over and over.
His lessons are really paying off.
For what I'm assuming are years and years of practice, he's not very good. So that was the movie. That sucked. That was barely a movie.
I had no fun.
It sucked the fun out of the room.
Maybe this movie's a vampire.
It's an energy vampire.
It's an energy vampire that just drains
That's
you.
the secret. Even the sexiness is boring.
Yes. So boring.
I don't think it helped that like all of the music was by the same band. Everything reinforced stretching everything out as much as possible.
Wow.
That was the last Sect. Sexy Vampires with David Carradine.
David Carradine being the sexiest vampire.
As usual.
As usual.
T, what'd you think?
There is a Subhumans song, and I think it's called World Factory. And there's a line in it that says, "What a letdown, what a boring letdown." And I feel like that sentence fits this movie the best because I'm thoroughly let down.
Synopsis of the movie is Sydney, a reporter, is following up a story on this internet dating site along with her photographer.
Yeah.
And they find that there's something odd about the dating site, and they start to make some links between this site and another website that shows vampires devouring their prey.
Right.
David Carradine is playing Van Helsing, and he has a sidekick Tone.
Yeah.
They start to uncover the secrets of this vampire cult. Sydney starts to have visions about the vampire leader, Anna. They go back and forth for a long time between visions,
Yeah.
between Sydney and Anna. David Carradine reading out of a book.
Learning about the internet. The main,
what internet dating is and what that means.
The main female lead sleeping on her couch.
Yeah.
Never going into her own bed.
A lot of wine drinking.
A lot of wine drinking.
David Carradine explaining why they can't go and fight the vampires, which is what you want them to do.
Right.
Hiring a much cooler guy to go and fight the vampires.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah, but far too short.
Far too short and far too late into the movie.
So eventually they confront the vampires and their undead victims.
Yeah.
With kind of a cool fight scene, but this is, very late into the movie at this point.
Yeah.
And then at the end it's revealed that Sydney actually does become a vampire and goes over to this vampire sect's side. Meaning that Van Helsing failed.
Yeah, lost, basically. The reason why we just can't do a view and review on it is, like, it's so slow. The dialogue, there's nothing interesting being said. Like, we couldn't even put any jokes in there or anything like that.
There's a lot of very drawn out, artsy, and, like, a lot of visually pleasing cinematography and setups. But it drags on for so long.
Right. Even the filter that they put on the movie, whatever it is, to make it kind of look darker and grungier, is not even like good to look at. The most interesting character, Karpov, was super interesting. Yeah. Like, his first shot is him just laying in his bed with his shoes on, fully dressed, ready to go, or waiting for a phone call. His fight scenes are cool.
Mm-hmm. He's a very interesting looking guy. His character's really cool. It's a little funny that David Carradine is playing Van Helsing.
Right.
And you expect Van Helsing to do some vampire battling.
Yeah.
But really, about midway through the movie, he's like, yeah, I'm going to hire this other guy.
to do it.
If you added up all of the fighting that David Carradine does in the movies, I bet it's under a minute.
Yeah. It's, all the actions happens at the last, 25 minutes is where I counted it.
If you really need to watch this movie...
Right.
I think the way to do it is watch the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then skip to the last 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And you'll have a half hour of pretty cool entertainment.
We should talk about the glasses of wine. There is more wine in this movie than I've ever seen in any other movie. These are big, heaping glasses of wine. These aren't like you go to a bar and the bartender pours like the appropriate line on it. These are at home portions of wine.
Sydney's friend is drinking wine out of a giant glass.
Yeah.
At one point with 2 straws.
2 straws.
Which I didn't even know people did.
She does.
I kind of get the link between wine and a vampire movie and drinking
Yes.
blood.
Yes.
And maybe that's what they were going for, but it's way overdone.
To the point where it's distracting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
No, it's just far too drawn out to really have any fun with.
What do you guys think of this movie? Is there any other vampire movies that are just as boring as this?
It's not possible.
I don't think so. You can put that in the comments section.
So this is our first Movie Purgatory failed review.
Yep. And there'll probably be more in the future.
Hit like and subscribe if you like our content and want to see more movie reviews from Movie Purgatory.
Yep. All right.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. See you guys later.
What does it do? A dating service.
I'm not following you.